zakat, he is considered unbeliever. He is not Muslim. If someone believes in the obligation of zakah, but he is not paying zakah, then he is considered a fasiq, the one who commit the major sin. All adults who are financially capable, they are required to pay zakah. And adults are required to pay the zakah, adults and sane. The other important thing is they should have extra money that exceed to the nisab, the set amount of extra wealth, more than what he needs, what he or she needs. The other thing is they should possess this extra saving at about 1 year. Then he has to pay the zakah. Two things are important for this. Number one is ownership. The second thing is possession. I own money, but this money is not in my hand right now. For example, a person got some money, he got money, but this money did not reach to him. But they will be processed, he will get it sooner or later. But right now he does not possess it. For he does not need to pay zakah of this money, what it is not in his hand. But two things are important: ownership and possession. I own the money and I possess it when I am paying the zakah. The other thing is intention is important for giving zakah. When I give zakah, I should make the intention of giving zakah. Sometimes what happens, we give the money to a person as loan, but he is not giving us back. Some people think that, okay, I make the intention for zakat. It is count or not? It is not count. And other thing is, some people come and they ask money, they ask support and they ask help. We give $500 or $1,000. But after that we realize, hey, I should give him as zakah. We cannot make intention after we gave the zakah to him. When we separate the wealth, separate the money from our wealth, then we have to make the intention when we are giving the money. This is important. The other thing is, it is not important to say that the one to whom we are giving the money, it is not required to tell them this is zakat money. We have to make the intention in our heart. It is sufficient. If I give the money to a person, but I say that this is some money for you as a gift, it is count zakat because his intention is zakat in his heart. Yeah.
Let's say there's a situation where a child receives a large sum of money for whatever reason, inheritance, or if the parents are not there. Are they required to pay zakat?
Mm-hmm. Children are not required to pay zakat because they are not adults. They are not accountable, and shar'an, legally, they are not responsible. Accountable means if someone perform it, it will be rewarded, and if he does not perform without any valid reason, he will be punished. For children, if they pay zakah, they will be rewarded. But if they don't pay, they are not considered sinners. They will not be punished for that.
In Islam, what age a person is a child, and at what age do they become an adult?
Mm-hmm. In Islam, when a sign of puberty appears in a boy or girl, then he or she is considered adult. Or when a sign of puberty did not appear, but they reach to the age of 15, but then they are considered adult.
Earlier on, you mentioned nisab. What is nisab and how do you define it?
Nisab, a set amount of extra money. What we can say that this is the criteria to figure out who is rich and who is poor. This is the distinguish between a capable and between a needy person. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam described two ways to determine amount of nisab on money. 20 dinars and a golden coins and 200 dirhams silver coins. The Muslim jurist, after their research, they said that 20 dinars are equal to 87.48 grams, roughly around 3 ounces of gold. And 200 dirhams are equal to 612.36 grams, roughly 21 ounces of silver. When a person has that much amount, he can purchase roughly 85 grams or around 3 ounces of gold, but he is considered rich. He has to pay the zakah. Or he can afford, he has the cash, he can purchase 21 ounces of silver, then he is considered capable and rich and he has to pay zakat.
If a person is in debt, and is zakat due on them if they do have some wealth, but they also have debt?
Yeah, this is very good question. This is part of the key points of paying zakat, because when a person has some savings, for example, he has $10,000, but he has debt also. He has to pay back. How much he should pay? He should pay zakat of $10,000 or $5,000. This is part of the conditions of paying zakat, that the money should be free from debt. Then he does not need to pay zakah on $10,000. We reduce $5,000 he as debt, but then he only pay on $5,000. The other thing is the one he has $10,000 cash, but he owed $20,000 for what he should do. Then he is not required to pay zakat.
He should pay his loan off first.
First, yes.
And then after that,
yes,
pay zakat.
Yes.
Okay. Who is eligible not to receive the zakat? We have all this money now. Who cannot receive it?
And a rich person cannot receive the zakah. And he has to pay the zakat. He cannot receive the zakat. Other thing is, we cannot give the zakat to our ancestors, to father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, maternal, paternal, and we cannot give the zakat to our descendants, children, grandchildren, daughters' children. We cannot give them. And we can give the zakat to the siblings, to brothers and sisters, their children. We can give the zakat to aunts and uncles and their children and other relatives. We cannot give the zakat to our ancestors, to our descendants, and to the descendants of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who they are? The children of Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Aqil radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Harith bin Abdul Muttalib radiallahu ta'ala anhu. We cannot give the zakat to these people.
Can we give zakat in advance or in installments?
Yes, we can give the zakat in advance. For example, there is one girl, she is going to marry. She is in need. We give the zakat $500 or $1,000, but she needs $2,000. We can give $2,000, $1,000 for this year. And for next year, $1,000 for next year we can give right now. If we give $2,000 and we intended that this zakat for 2 years, it will be count.
Thank you very much. A lot of good questions and even better answers. Thank you very much. And inshallah ta'ala, this Ramadan, we all give whatever zakat is due to us.
آمين إن شاء الله. فصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه